What's up, guys? So I finally finished the speaker install. I wasn't able to film a lot of it because I had no one to hold the camera. But that's okay. It's just be a quick video on everything I did, and I actually installed an amplifier. But I did the whole thing for under $100. So I'll show you guys what I did. Alright, so it's kind of messy right now. Sorry about that. But basically what we got here is we got the Walmart radio, 20 bucks at Walmart. And then we got the two-door speakers. I forgot what they're called, but it's 30 bucks for a pair. Really good speakers. Obviously, you know, not amazing, but they get the job done. So I got 20 on the radio, 30 on the speakers. That's 50 bucks. 50 bucks so far. And then I went ahead and went to the pawn shop and got this amp, and I actually paid 50 bucks for that. So right at $100. And then I pieced together the rest of it. Now, if you don't have the extra stuff I had, you'll probably be at around maybe $120, but I actually did this whole setup for 100 bucks. So you need some cable. I had all that cable laying around, so I used that. And then I also had some RCA cables laying around. I used that too. And then the third speaker I have is just a TV speaker. Now, you're probably saying this isn't fair because I had all this stuff, you know, already laying around. But actually, with this speaker, a long time ago, I found a TV on the curb down the street, and I picked it up for free, and it wasn't working. Did some Googling on it, found out a capacitor was actually bad on it. So I actually replaced that capacitor in that TV, and I got a free TV out of it. And this TV had two of these like little side speakers on them, and they're actually pretty big. They're like little sound bars, but the other one's in the garage. But yeah, guys, I had that TV for like a year, and then the TV crapped out, so we threw the TV back on the curb where I got it from, and I kept the speakers. So technically speakers don't count. I got them for free. But guys, it sounds really good actually. The amp's 900 watts. I believe the speakers maxed out around 50, so obviously room for improvement. But like whenever I was first making the the first video to install the radio, I hooked up the speakers to the radio, and this particular head unit only puts out 40 watts, I believe, and it wasn't loud at all. So I didn't get the amp for a huge bass. I just got it for more volume because whenever you're on the highway, especially, it's hard to hear everything. But yeah, guys, I routed all the wires underneath the console, and I'm not going to give a very detailed explanation of how to hook this up, but basically all you do is the head unit wiring is simple. You just have the power wires, your ignition wire, and I believe that's about it. The wires for the door speakers actually are right by the head unit, but since I'm running an amp, I actually had to take those wires and solder some extensions on there, and it runs underneath the console and comes up right here. And then these two wires right here are actually for the door speakers. Now, the TV speaker is actually just wired in to, I believe that's the left side. So yeah, I got two speakers running off one line. Not that big of a deal. But I got that, and then the RCA cable runs from the amp to the radio. So basically, the head unit sends the signal, you know, for the music through the RCA cable, which goes to the amp, and then the amplifier does its job, amplifies the music, and then it sends the signal back out to the speakers. So it is a lot of wiring, not that hard, but it took me a little while because I kept on getting interrupted with Zach's business. And then the other wiring you need for the amp is a positive wire to the battery. And conveniently, the Miata battery's in the trunk, so I just ran this wire. And then the last two wires you need is a ground wire. And yes, this wire is way too small, I'm aware. This is just temporary. But this is my ground wire. I grounded it to the chassis right here. And then the system control wire, which is what it's called in the amp, or what I call it, the ignition wire, you actually run this to your head unit wiring. So what this wire does is it only gives power whenever you have your key in the on position. And if you don't have this wire hooked up, if you just have it jumped from here to here, which is what a lot of people do, your amp is going to always stay on, and that's just going to drain your battery. So not a good idea. I actually did this right for once, and yeah, so whenever you turn the car off, the amp turns off, and your battery should not drain. And to mount it, I just drilled 2 holes in there. If you guys do what I did, be careful, because your gas tank is right underneath there, and your fuel pump is right underneath there. So I am going to make a note to you guys. These two rear mounting points for the amp actually aren't connected, so it is a little bit wobbly, but it should be okay. So I'll probably improve it in the future if need be. But yeah. So enough talking, but that's my setup for about $100, and it sounds really good. I'll go ahead and play it, turn it on for you guys. So since this is going on YouTube, I have to play some no copyright or royalty-free music. And yeah, for $20, this head unit is actually Bluetooth compatible, which I love. It's awesome. So let me put up some music. Let's see here. Not the best music, but it'll do the job. All right. So I usually don't turn it up all the way on the phone. But here, let me go and close the door. Alright, it's about halfway right now.
Our lips, it tasted like those cigarettes. Staring at the moon, we'd go to bed. In our arms, you're safe and sound, without a threat. And I can't wait to see what happens next.
So that's about halfway up, guys.
If we sail a little bit high, a little bit low, how far can we get? If we sail a little bit high, a little bit low, we're still a little bit young, we're still a little bit young, get out of my head.
So there you guys have it. I'm really happy with it. It gets pretty loud now. It's probably hard to hear the volume because it's probably distorted because this microphone kind of sucks, as you guys know. But yeah, that's my $100 budget radio upgrade. Probably the next step once I fix that ground wire is to upgrade the door speakers. But I'm gonna try to keep this video a little bit shorter. Looks like I'm already at like what, 7 minutes, something like that. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Update on the Del Sol. Me and Zach are actually gonna go look at it today once he gets off of work. It's still up in the air what we're gonna do. I really want to swap an engine into it because I think that'd be great content for the channel, and it's also something I've never done before. So there's so much there is to learn personally on that kind of stuff. So I'd really love to get experience swapping an engine in because I really plan on doing this kind of stuff for years to come. So, you know, the more experience, the better. We have to be mature and look at Zach's situation because he got his new job, and right now his Civic is the only car that's running, and it's about a 25-minute drive from Zach's house to his work. And I don't know about you guys, but personally, I don't know if I'd trust my daily driver if I bought it for $275. But we're probably gonna do some maintenance videos on that. Yeah, guys, we really have no idea what we're gonna do yet. Like I said, I want to swap an engine into it, but it just comes down to money. Whichever way we decide to go with it, we're still gonna have fun. We're still gonna do some crazy builds. Worst case scenario, we're still gonna turbo the Civic. Stay tuned for that, and that's it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.